channel. This is how to play Get Back by the Beatles. So I want to preface very quickly by saying that this tutorial is for the Rooftop recording. So it works for either the CD recording or the actual Rooftop recording. So I was watching what they were doing. If you've ever seen the documentary, the movie documentary, Get Back, it's like it's like a 6-part documentary, and I think like each part is like 4 or 5 hours. It's a long one. And at the very end, they play the Rooftop performance, which is their very last performance as a full band. And in that performance, I was just look at tabs online, and kind of just figured out my way to play it, right? So there's honestly 3 chords you need. I guess the most difficult part of the song is because there's a piano solo. The first solo is a piano one. You have to kind of mimic that on guitar, right? So 3 chords you need. You're gonna need an A power chord. You're gonna need a D power chord and a G power chord, and that's literally the entire song. Now I've seen some tabs that have, instead of an A chord, they have an A7 chord. I've tried the A7. I don't really hear it, but I guess this is more of if you do hear it, that's your preference. Play it your way. So those are the 3 chords you need. So we're just gonna get the tutorial started, and for the solo, I'm gonna kind of walk you through it. And again, I want to preface also by saying that this is my solo. This isn't tab accurate or accurate to the recording or an official documentation of the solo. So anyways, 3 chords. First one, you're gonna start by playing an A power chord. So if you look up a tab online, it's labeled as an A5. So instead of an A, the symbol A, like it's actually labeled as an A5. So to play an A power chord, what you need to do is you're going to be on the 5th and 7th frets. And so what you're going to do is take your index finger and put it on the low E of the 5th fret. Then you're going to take your ring and index finger and your ring and pinky finger and put it on the A and D of the 7th fret. So let me get it closer for you guys. So you have your index finger on the low E of the 5th. Then you have your ring and pinky on this is the 7th fret. You're on the 7th fret of the A and D string. And then you're gonna, with your strumming hand, you're gonna pluck the top 3 strings only. And a very important factor in this song is the rhythm pattern, the strumming, the chun chicka chun chicka chun chicka chun, right? That strumming pattern. So in the very beginning, when the song's leading up into the actual verses and the vocal part of the song, the intro is muted. So that's how it starts. So in order to mute, now I'm using an electric guitar. If you have an acoustic guitar, it's the same thing. There's going to be a bottom bridge at where the strings meet the end of the sound hole. So in this case, what I'm doing is, it's an electric guitar, so all I'm doing is putting the bottom of my wrist, so I'm putting this part of my wrist, so like this round U-shaped at the bottom, so where the bone is right here, this bottom U-shape, and I'm placing it, so if you have an electric guitar, see these 2, I forgot what they're called, pickups, I'm putting it in between the silver clamps right here and the pickups right here. So I'm literally in between these 2, the silver and the white part. I'm literally muting it that way. Now, if you have an acoustic guitar, it'd be the same placement, just instead of it being electrical components, it's going to be wooden components. So you do that. That's an A power chord. And if you want to use the full bar chord, I mean, you can technically, but it doesn't sound right. So plus it's easier to play the power chord. So you have an A power chord. Then briefly you hear the dun 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 dun. Jojo was a man, right? So to play that G power chord, you're literally gonna slide down. So you're on the A, right? You have the 5 7 7 5 7 7. So literally you're going to slide that down from the 5th and 7th fret down to the 3rd and 5th fret. So you're literally going to whoop. That's it. So just for tab purposes, that's your index finger on the 3rd fret of the low E. your ring and pinky finger are going to be on the 5th fret of the A and D string. Get a close up. So 3rd on the low E with your index. Then you have your ring finger on the 5th of the A, and then your pinky on the 5th of the D. So while you're doing the A, strum it once on the G, then switch to D. So to play the D chord, the D power chord, what you do is you have that A shape, right? So the 5-7-7, so the low, the 5-7-7, and you're gonna move every finger down one string. So you're gonna have your index finger on the 5th fret of the A string, have your ring and pinky finger on the 7th fret of the D and G string. So literally just moving every finger down one string. So when he starts playing, so you have the intro, which is muted. Then on the word JoJo is when he stops muting. JoJo was a man who thought he was alone, but he wasn't. JoJo left his home into some Arizona. Right, that part. Now when you start saying get back, what you're doing is you're switching between the A get back to where you once belonged. So what you're doing there is you have I taught you the chords, now it's just the rhythm pattern. So you have your A power chord. Then all I'm doing is I'm leaving my index finger on the low E of the 5th fret, and all I'm doing is I'm gonna move my ring and pinky finger down to the D and G. So I'm moving it from A and D to the D and G of the 7th fret. So it's literally. Get it closer for you guys. And I'm using my index finger to mute the A string. So get back, then G, get back to where you D string, or sorry, D chord. So get back, G, get back to where you D once belonged. G, D. That's literally the entire song. Now for the solo, there's a piano part which is played by Billy Preston, and he's playing some electric piano, some weird effects and all that stuff. And anyways, so what I do is I play the 7th, 9th, and 11th fret. So I'm literally when they start doing the solo, I go. So I'm just making up a solo. So literally what I'm doing is I'm just playing 7, 9, 11, 7, 9, 11 back and forth. So I'll go from the D string on the 7th fret, and I'll hammer onto the 9th of the same string of the D string. So I'm literally 7 to 9 hammering. Get back to where you once belonged. So I'm doing, and then there's another part where he's also at the end of the piano solo, he's doing the. So literally, guys, you can play, you know, the YouTube playback slow-mo function and just see what I'm doing. And I'm literally just playing the 7th, 9th, and 11th, and then I'll move up to the 5, 7, 9. And I'll just literally go, I'll be doing that from between the A string, the D string, and the G string. I'm just doing that. I'm just making things up as I go just to get through the song, because again, I'm not going to take the time to learn every solo. Anyways, guys, it's a very quick tutorial on how to play the song Get Back. It's the only 3 chords you need. The solo is completely optional. I know it's not accurate to the actual recording. I'm just making things up to get me through the song and just for filler, right? So regardless, I appreciate you guys watching this video and the support that you guys are giving me. And thank you for getting this far and watching the video. And I hope you guys stick around for the next one. Anyways, catch you guys later.